I'm back. Okay, let me know if you can hear me now, okay? Waiting for people to come back on so that they can give me a thumbs up. Let me know that they're all good. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep talking. Yeah. You know what? It looks real slow. I might stop it again and come back in a few minutes. All right, can you hear me now? Thumbs up if you hear me. All right, we're in. Woo! Sorry, it looks like the video's a little slow, but if you get the message, that's all that matters, okay? All right, so let's get back to it. Here's what was going on. Thank you, Linda. All right, so Spirit wanted me to come on and talk. I've been wanting to do this for like 2 or 3 days already, right? I know, woohoo! And I wanted to make sure that I got a couple more readings in so the message is very clear, and Spirit has been like on me today about making sure this talk happened. So I put my other life on hold so that I could be here for you guys today, give you this message before I go have fun, because they really wanted to make this happen. So thanks, Spirit, for the message getting today. Don't kill the messenger. Look, I'm just sharing the news, and I promise you it works. It's going to help you. It's amazing and fantastic. And it's like friends. And I'm sorry for the delay and the weird lip thing, but it is what it is. I'm just going to keep running the segment, okay? All right. So the first thing they want to talk about is you guys being angry. You're like, oh, I'm so mad. Like rad little girls, right? And you're very upset about your twin situations and how they're acting and separating from you and doing that. So here's kind of like how I'd like you to view this situation, or how Spirit would like you this situation. Okay? The first thing that I want you to know is that you, and this might be a shock to you, I know, you are not better than anyone else. Not your shitty neighbor, not your crappy teacher, not your husband, your boyfriend, your twin soul, whatever it is. And so we need to get this playing field level so that you guys understand that this is where we need to be looking at things from. Okay? So coming to be a spiritual person, or you're on the spiritual path, you're really wanting to embody that and jump into the Christ-like energy and share the teachings and knowledge and be in a very spiritual, passionate, romantic relationship, then you know that you are not better than your partner. It doesn't matter if you're weak and they're not. They are learning different times, but that doesn't make you a better person. It makes you more conscious. Yay for you. It makes you very empathic and aware, but it doesn't mean that you have a right to bully someone into catching up to you, or pushing a timeline because you want them to be where you are. So that's number one. First thing I have to say right off the bat, okay? The second thing is when you get triggered and they make you angry. I know, it is retrograde, right? Thanks for understanding. I'll try to put a written summary of what I'm trying to say so you guys get the message anyway, all right? I almost feel like I should just give up, but that's not my style. I don't really give up. Screw retrograde. Retrograde's my bitch, all right? So I'm just going to pray that this works out and it's all fine and it gets better. I see it's a little better right now. Anyway, I'm going to continue. So to repeat what I just said, just in case it was choppy or missed it, Spirit wants you to know you are not better than anyone else. You are even in your partnership with your romance. You are even with the teacher that you hate. You are even with your crazy child who just told you where to go and where to get off. Everybody is learning at different places and times. Everybody is a child of God, and everybody deserves to do it in their own time. Don't force the timeline. Don't try to bring up your level. Don't try to make it happen soon. That's happening. Everything that is happening right now, I'm speaking to mostly you people that are in twin soul relationships, or maybe you don't even know you're in a twin soul relationship. Hi, Sarah. And you are You're separated. You haven't come into union yet. Maybe you were together for a while. Maybe they were even talking to you this morning. They just told you to kick rocks. They needed space and they had to go. And you're angry like a rabid freaking squirrel. Don't let that knock you off of what you know to be true. You know the end game, you know the results will be. And if you don't know, it's probably because you haven't had a reading or someone awesome, right? So whoever you resonate with that makes you happy and smile and has given you the most amazing, beautiful reading ever, like, remember what they said to you. If you felt it in your heart that this was true, and you probably knew it before you got into a reading, because you guys are really beautiful, empathic people, you just needed a little clarity sometimes. And then there's the other half of you that are like starting out, don't trust your intuition, like definitely get a reading and kickstart it, right? So when you are the aware one, you have to leave room in this space. Okay. And I'm going to speak to you, Amanda, because you just shared how you're feeling right now. So you said you're feeling used. Okay. I get that. A lot of people feel like they've been taken advantage of because they're open, they're aware, they've communicated fully, their heart's wide open, they have nothing to hide, they've been through their lessons, they're staying in their integrity. And then you've got this person on the other end, which is likely your man, who is really trying that. And it feels like they're taking advantage of it because they assume that you're just always going to be there. And you know what? Stop always being there, right? Hi, Rupa. Yeah, definitely. Don't make yourself so damn available. And the same rules apply to anybody, you know, soulmate, twin flame, what have you. Like, honor your time and what you need to do for yourself. But like, as far as setting a boundary for yourself, if you feel taken advantage of, I'm going to get a little bit in your face and say, set your boundaries. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Set a boundary for yourself. And keep it. Honor, teach someone how to love, respect, and honor you. Teach them when it's okay to talk to you or give you shit. If you need a minute before they give you shit, say, excuse me, I need about 5 minutes to go breathe before you give me shit. Then I'll be grounded and I'll be right back and you can say whatever you want to say, right? So right now, a lot of the quote-unquote runners or the male counterparts for most of you are requiring space. So if they haven't asked for it, you're probably getting the nudge that you need to make the space happen. So now Spirit's yelling at me like, yes, Lord, please get the message across. It's his right time. Okay. The reason for the break is for you to get grounded, stay zen, start doing your light worker work. A lot of you know you're being called to do readings and start healing people and do the coaching. And you're terrified and you're like, oh, if I could just be with my twin, then it would be fine. If I could just have my romantic partner, my foundation would be stable and I'd be set and then it'll all work out. No, man, you can't like ask Spirit for safety and then run out and do something because now you think it's all set in stone and it's going to happen. Now, that's not faith. Now, you can get a reading, get your connection, do your own reading, know that you are connected to Spirit and that you are safe and supported, and then be open to the humps and bumps and things that happen here along the way. But like, you can't avoid going through those steps of learning your own safety and security because you want someone else to do it for you. Spirit will help you. They'll do 95% of the work if you just put in your 5%, but you got to get started. Okay. So let me get back to my original topic, which is you guys being very angry at your twins. Okay. So Spirit wants me to tell you, you're not better than them. You're even. It doesn't matter if they're not conscious, they're not awakened, they're being a total dick, they're just acting like a little 6-year-old child. That doesn't make you better. It just means they're learning at a different time. So knock yourself off your ego pedestal and say, all right, I am humbled and I am going to hold a space for this healing to take place. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing me back to grounding and Zen. And I will work through my anger and my own triggers and my issues. Because anything that comes at you that triggers you and angers you and upsets you is intentional for you to heal something within yourself. It's not about the other person. It's about you and how you're reacting and how you feel. So this is a really tough, horse pill to swallow if you've never had to do it to this level before, if you've never had to deal with a twin and have complete and utter faith that this is going to work out in the end and they're going to still be there for you. I don't care if you change your name, hop into a rocket ship, leave the galaxy and become some other alien counselor somewhere thinking your twin will never find you. They will find you. God will put them on that same rocket ship and they will end up where you are and you'll be like, oh my God, how did you even get here? How did you find me? And they'll be like, I don't know. It just happened. Hi. So I want you to know you're even, you are safe, you will be found. And if you don't trust that, please get a reading either from myself or somebody else that you really trust. You can go to, I'll put the link up later after the live, but you can go to comfysoul.com/intuitive-readings with an S to book a reading if you want. Ask some of the chickies here, some of you lovely people that have had readings already. You can vouch for how elating it is to get some confirmation along your path. To have a plan set in motion, to start to move forward, and so that you can really, know that it's happening and it's working. Okay, so first point, you are not better than the other person. Second point, your anger does not make you right. It just makes you angry. Okay, just because you may be right about why you're angry, you might be justified in being angry. The longer that you hang on to being angry, the longer you're going to feel crappy. So really work through your anger, work through your triggers, and find a way to say, this is how I can make myself happy, and this is how I can get an understanding of the entire situation so that I can trust and understand. I don't have to be angry. Angry is a fear emotion. All of these negative emotions, such as anger, jealousy, controlling, things like that, all of this stuff, all of that negativity comes from fear. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on the polar end of this light situation. There's light and there's dark, and they need to coexist. And you're going to have a slider on your light and dark slider. And depending on how angry you are and how fast you can get it back down to the light side depends on how quickly and easily you're going to heal and your twin situation will heal. Hi, Paula. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. And I love that this is the people popping in that have had readings and have been very active on my page and commenting, because I really want to thank you, because you guys showing up and commenting and doing this isn't only healing yourselves and your own situation, but the questions that you ask and the things that you say are helping other people who are watching and learning. And when you share this, and you're like, hey man, I just saw this video, I talked to this person, I'm sharing it with you, like, you need to get this message. You're healing so many hundreds, thousands of other people that you have no idea that you're touching, because your energy came into the situation. So I deeply, humbly thank you for being here and for doing those things and paying it forward. Hi, Cami. You've done an amazing job of helping and healing other people by sharing my stuff. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you guys. But more than that, I want to thank you on the behalf of Spirit, because this isn't about me or what I'm saying. This is all God coming through. And they want to thank you. Oh, I just got really emotional. They want to thank you for helping yourselves and other people. Okay. So, all right, let's get back to your anger. So your anger doesn't make you right. It just makes you emotional, makes you vulnerable. It's actually a beautiful part to embrace of your divine feminine that is hurt. That's how you know that your inner child is sad and broken and really wants a hug. So when you get angry, start talking to your inner child, little girl self, and say, you're safe, you're okay. What's wrong? What do you need? How can I fulfill you? What would you like today? And start doing something to make yourself happy and make you feel good, because just because somebody else is in their learning process doesn't mean that you can't learn from the situation. Also, they're a mirror. Remember, you guys are learning at the same time. It also shows that you are practicing what you preach. One of the greatest compliments I've ever received from multiple people is to say, I follow you and I listen to you because you practice what you preach. You're a real person and you do what you say. You do what you tell us to do. And yes, I'm right there with you. I journal. I use the God box. I cry in the middle of the night. I get back up with a vengeance and I use my throat chakra and I do my work. I speak because God asked me to. I speak because my heart's passionate about it. I speak because there's no fucking way I'm going to let you guys hurt alone. There's no way. I've been there. No, you don't need to do this. So your anger doesn't make you right. It just makes you aware. Okay. So start to work from that space. The other thing that Spirit wants to say is your feelings are validated. I'm validating you right now. You have an absolute right to feel like you're taken advantage of. Like you've been there for this person. They're not reciprocating. They're not making the decision to do the same things that you've done. You might have left a marriage and they're not willing to do the same thing to be with you. Heck, you might even just want them to leave the marriage just for them at this point. It's probably been so many years. Forget you and your union and all that madness. I know some of you aren't there yet, but when you get zen enough, you'll get to that point where you just want to shake them and say, my God, just go fix your life and go be happy. I'm happy. Like, really, do you? So the importance of finding your own zen and your grounding is really, really amazing. And I'm going to take the example of what Paula just said for those of you who don't have your comments on. Paula and I talked and she was guided to use a God box. And so she's doing this. So if you're not aware, a God box is a really great way for you to take your own problems and write them down. Write a little letter to God, your archangels, whoever it is that you're comfortable talking to, even your higher self, and throw it in a pretty little box. Do something beautiful and amazing that makes you feel fantastic. And write down, don't worry about how you say it. Just know that your intention is to get it healed, right? So you can write about things you love. You can write about things you hate. You can write about things you don't want anymore. You can write about things you want to heal. You can even say, I don't even know what needs to be healed in me. Can you just point me in the right direction? Write it down. Dear God, please and thank you. Throw it in your box. Let it go. Forget it and leave it alone. Because when you physically do this act, you are releasing it in a way that you actually feel like, I let go, something's moving. Because what's happening is you guys are in your head. You know the mechanics of how to let something go. And you're like, all right, God, I need this healed. Please, thank you. Give me a sign from my twin. And I'm going to work on my anger. I want to forgive them. I want to let go. Please, thanks. And then you're right, all right, cool. I made my request. I said my prayer just like I'm supposed to do. And then 30 seconds later, you're stewing about it all over again. You're at the dishes and you're like, fuck this guy, you know? And it's not helping. So I want you to write it down and really feel like it's working, because apparently for Paula, she's had several synchronicities with her twin since then, and it's working, and it's making you connected, right? You feel connected. It's helping you release your energy. It's helping manifest what you're looking for. So let that happen. Make sure that happens, okay? You don't have to break your dishes anymore. It's okay. Just write a letter to God. Unless you're Greek and you're like, Oppa! You know, amen. So yeah. So the other part of you working on yourselves, if you're strong enough to go into separation, this is the most beautiful time for this right now. Between the retrograde, the full moon, the new moon, and all this release energy, Spirit is definitely calling for you guys to be in separation. Let go of the old relationship. Let go of the marriage you know you're kidding yourself about if you need to. If you're in a situation now where you're married and you have a twin, it's like, you know what? Cut it off with the twin. Fix whatever needs to happen with your relationship. Get to all your answers. Get it cleared and fixed up. You know, dive in, do the healing, so that when you do have to leave, you know that you did everything you possibly could. If you need to go to counseling with your husband, do that. If it makes you feel better, it makes you clear-minded. We want your mind to be clear as you're going through this journey, okay? If you need confirmation or you want to feel safer in making these moves, like I said, get a reading, talk to a friend, do whatever you have to do to make the right decisions. But make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Do it for you and your soul. Don't do it out of fear, okay? So many times we make decisions out of fear, and it really screws us and it prolongs the entire process. You really end up building obstacles into the scenario when you make decisions based on fear, because you're starting a different timeline and you're also making it very difficult because you're like, I'm going to make this work. This is my choice. It's happening, blah, blah, blah. And then when it starts to push you back onto the other timeline, like, okay, you had fun ignoring your guidance and doing all this, but we need to get you back here because you're praying for this and you're asking for this, and let's come meet me over here. Archangel Michael's waiting for you over yonder. We're going to work on your fear and your confidence. Hi. And you're over here like, nope, not talking to you. Don't see you. La, 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 la. Like, yeah. Spirit knows what you're doing. You're not fooling anybody. You're only fooling yourself. So, whatever you need to do to get confident, let's get going on that. Okay. So in this space of separation, if you can stomach it, it's going to be rough for the first week or so. This is where my coaching clients are like, thank God I am talking to you on a regular basis, because when they start to go through these processes, they're not alone. They have me via text. We have our weekly conversations. They can, do whatever they need to do to get a quick healing or a card reading or whatever it is that needs to happen for them to like get their big girl panties back on and go back out there and do it. Right. So it's really nice to have a community and a group to connect with. Speaking of which, I'm starting a community for you guys. I'm starting an angel sign language coaching group, where I'm going to release weekly teachings, everything from how to start your light worker business to getting to union with your twin. So I'm really hitting home, starting your business and making it so heart-centered and so connected so that it doesn't feel like a business. I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting here working and I felt bad and I gave myself a really hard time because I felt like I wasn't doing enough or I wasn't there for you guys enough. And so I realized I needed to get this group going so you guys could talk to each other, because you're in the same situations. You're going through this twin journey and you're starting your light worker business, or you're trying to, or you're thinking about it, but you're not talking to each other, and we all need to be in the same place so I can help you all at the same time. So I'm going to be launching that soon. It's going to be $27 a month. It's going to be weekly teachings, twin forecasts, readings, and at the end of the month, we'll do a live powwow where I want to see your faces. I want to talk to you. I want to see you on your webcams, and I want to get through everything so that we're very connected and we're all doing this together. Some of you are in really remote locations. Some of you are up in the middle of the night at, 12:12 and 12:21 and 3 a.m. and you don't have anyone to talk to, and you're freaking out in the middle of the night, and I don't want you to freak out. You have spirit, you can talk to them, and you can also, we'll be able to hop into the group and see if anyone's on in the UK or in London or in Australia or in Canada, and just different time zones will be available for you when you want to talk. So I want you guys to really take advantage of that and put it in your head. So look out on the Comfy Soul page for that, and check your emails. If you've already had a reading with me or been a coaching client, I have your email address. If you're not on the email list yet and you want to make sure you don't miss that, go download my free booklet. It's on comfysoul.com. And then at the same time, you get a free Angels in Your Pocket guide booklet. So you get something to carry with you and start communicating with spirit. I know a lot of you want to build a better connection, and this is a great starting place, is to have this download with you. So go to comfysoul.com and grab that for free, and I'll have your email address. Okay. All right. So the part I want to get back into about separation and the time that you spend with your twin. You have work to do in separation. A lot of you look at it like, I can't make this happen. I'm done with him. I'm walking away. We're forever done. I'm wasting my time with this person. And you're not really, because you're learning something too. You're healing yourself at the same time. If it makes you feel better, go ahead, write them off or what have you. You're still going to hear them. You're still going to feel their telepathy. You're still going to get the messages. You're still connected. You have free will. You can do whatever you want with that. But if you know the truth and you're ready to hang in there, I'm going to give you what this looks like while you're in separation, what you should be doing right now, so that you can feel like you're in control and better understand this and energetically fix it while you're in this space, right? So let me get in my comfy mode. Okay, so here it is. When you're separate, you have silence, which is like the most dreaded thing for you guys, right? You guys totally don't want to be quiet. So let's make this about you having a energetic connection where you're removing the arguments. You're removing the triggers, okay? I'm going to tell you a quick story, actually, so you understand what I'm talking about. When I was married, my husband went to a silence retreat with the Art of Living Foundation, okay? The Art of Living Foundation is founded by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. He's a fantastic person. He does wonderful meditations. He has a great way of teaching meditation techniques. And that's kind of how I really started like a regular meditation practice. Okay. So he went to the silence retreat and I was being miserly and I didn't want to spend the money. So I didn't go. So he went by himself. And when he came back, he was quiet. It seriously, and now that I look at it, I think I was stupid. He seriously didn't speak for 3 days. He would go to the event, come back home, and not talk. Boy, was I triggered. I was so angry. And you know what's crazy? I was angry by myself because he wasn't talking. He didn't do or say anything to upset me, other than the fact that he just shut his mouth, and I was mad. By the third day, which was the last day of the silence retreat, I finally clicked that, oh, you're silent because you went to a silent retreat and they asked you not to speak, not to communicate. So he would only smile. He couldn't nod, he couldn't text, he couldn't write, because that's a form of communication. I was so triggered by him being silent. When I finally saw that I was mad all by myself, I was so deeply humbled. I never forgot that lesson. This is what you guys need to do right now. When your twin goes silent on you and you need to separate, please allow that quiet space for them to heal. They're healing right now. That's why they're either pushing you away or you feel the need to let them go. Follow through. Trust it. Okay? In that space, you are to use your God box and share your fears, your doubts, everything that you want. If you need connection or synchronicities, ask for it. Spirit can't really intervene without your permission. So give them permission and tell them what you desire. Don't force or push. Be open to how you receive the communication. Okay? When you're healing yourself in this quiet retreat space, you're also allowing them to heal. You're energetically connected. So when you're doing an aha moment and you're like, oh my God, I got triggered by his quiet all by myself because I'm talking to myself in my head. This is me yelling at me and I'm angry with me. You're thinking you're angry with the twin. You're thinking you're mad at them for being separate. But the truth is, you're just lying to yourself about being angry with you because you're unhappy. That's so hard to really swallow. It's like, oh, I'm choking on this thought that I might be part of the problem. It's so rough, right? But if you can cry through it for a minute and be very humbled about it, you'll understand that that's just you learning your lesson and saying, all right, I need to get confident. I need to start my light worker business. I need to follow through with what I've been told I need to do. I have a mission here. And here I am sitting here crying about something I can't control because I'm too afraid to do my own shit. Because I'm too afraid to start my own business. So I really want you guys to heal yourselves and know that you're healing them when you're doing this. I invite you to ask questions now before I disappear and run away. So while I'm doing that, while I'm revamping the steps that I want you to take right now, because this is coming from Spirit, ask any questions or clarity that you have, share any thoughts or fears you have so we can tackle it in this moment. And then I'm going to do a quick live reading for you guys since we're here and here's my stuff. So, just to cinch it home, because I want to make sure that you guys really get the message. All right. So to reiterate, Spirit says you are not better than the other person in your relationship. You are even. Doesn't matter that they're not awake. They're not conscious. They're giving you shit. They're acting like a 6-year-old. It doesn't matter, because somewhere in there, when you get triggered, you're acting like a 6-year-old, right? Right? Let's be honest. So that's okay. It's okay. Forgive yourself, forgive them. Everybody's learning at different times. The second point was your anger doesn't make you right. It just makes you angry. You are allowed to feel certain ways. You are allowed to work through that emotion, but you also have a right and a responsibility to yourself to make a decision to do something about it. So move forward. All right. Next, you are validated. I know how you feel. If you're separated and you're angry that they're not doing what they need to do and you've done your work, move on, live your life, go do your thing. They're either going to catch up or Spirit's going to send you somebody that's 99.9% that soul, that twin soul energy, and you're going to be happy anyway, right? Because you did you, because you did your part. Now, trust me, if you go through the process, they're tied to you. They feel your joy, your energy, and they want this to work. So if you focus on allowing the separation to let the counterpart do his healing, and you do your healing and allow the healing to happen and start your business, do your light worker work, go heal people, then you're going to feel more empowered. You're going to feel like a goddess. You're going to be putting into action what you've learned, and you're going to learn so much more by helping other people. So when you are in separation, please don't look at the timeline. Time is bullshit. And I will tell you this because they show me all the time through astral dreams or these connections where we have this, this Groundhog's Day feeling, right? You have these deja vu moments. You know, these deja vu moments mean that you've done this before already. You're just back in this timeline again. You're getting a do-over. So all the times you're thinking, oh my God, I wish I could do this again. I made a mistake. I wish I could start over, blah, blah, blah. It happens. You get a do-over all the time. You just don't always remember. I remember sometimes because I've actively trained my brain to do this. So that's how I function. A lot of you that are natural mediums will have this and be very confused because you don't know what's going on. So I'm hoping that when the membership group kicks off that I can help you learn the difference between your thoughts and telepathy, teach you how to manipulate timelines, how to get do-overs, and really make it work for you so that you love this space of healing and separation and time, because that's where you have more control and that's where the healing is coming the easiest. Okay. Timing. You're asking about timing. So let me put it this way. Each individual person's journey will be slightly different, but there are waves of energy that come that make you kind of come in and separate at the same time, that make you come into union at the same time, but depending on all the little things in between. So like you can sit here the whole year, never start your light worker business, and still be waiting for your union at the end of the year. And you might get it. But your union, if you didn't do your work, if you didn't start your business, if you didn't follow through with your soul's needs, and you thought you would only be fulfilled by hooking up with the twin, you're pretty much going to get together, you'll have a whirlwind romance for a minute, and then you're going to run screaming from each other because neither one of you fully committed to doing the work and the healing. So thank you, Kat. I'm glad that you've been helped a lot with that already. So don't ignore what you're being told. Like if you've had a reading from me and you've been told you need to do X, Y, and Z, and this is how you're going to heal yourself and you help get ready for twin, and you don't do it, and I've given you a timeline for the end of the year, and you haven't followed through, then you're kind of pushing the timeline out. You might get together, but you'll probably separate because you will be avoiding making the foundation that's going to help keep you together. Does that make sense? So okay, Rupa, great question. What's the way to heal? Meditation, anything else? There's millions of ways to heal. It depends on what's going on. So it's a personal preference. I've noticed that there are a lot of basic foundational things that do help, such as using the heck out of that God box. Write down all the ways that you want things to occur, what you're afraid of. Put it in a box, give it to God, let it go and forget it. That energetic release of releasing your fears and anxieties is a huge help to helping you heal. Then when you're in a space to actually start making action steps towards your healing, you can do things like, I'm going to give a shout out to a couple of people I like on YouTube. So one of them is Michael Seeley. He has these very beautiful meditations that are great for sleep. They're very confidence boosting, forgiveness work, lots and lots of different videos. So Michael Seeley, Sealey. And also Paul Santisi, if you would like to work on your your timeline remembrance, your astral travel. And I'm going to suggest specifically of Paul Santisi to do his YouTube video, which is titled 3D Lucid Dreaming. I think it's a little over an hour. And that will help connect the other part of your brain so that you consciously remember in the waking. So during the day, you will have moments where you blink your eyes or you have a memory flash and you're like, wait, what? Where did I just go? What happened? Because you will be living different timelines and parallel dimensions at the same time and remember it because of the way that your brain opened up by listening to these recordings. The other way, if meditation works great, if you are comfortable letting go of the mishmash of thoughts that you have in your monkey mind. If you are, let me write Sealey, S-E-A-L-E-Y. Like a seal, like that. Don't make me do that. Why'd you make me do that? So anyway, so what was I saying? Paul Santisi, meditation. So if you are a practiced meditator, I honestly will say to you, don't do meditation if you're not going to do it on a regular basis, because you're going to get frustrated. Unless you're a spot-on medium who easily dives back in, then yes. But no, other than that, you guys in the monkey mind, you got to do it a different way. So here's what I'm going to suggest to you to start off in a meditation. Okay. Open-eyed meditations are fantastic. Go sit outside. Go watch where there's life. Go get into a park. Go look through your window. Do something if it's too cold where you're at right now. I'm in SoCal, so it's gorgeous. And 75 degrees of beautiful awesomeness. That's Fahrenheit for you Londoners. So go outside, sit down on a bench, and just maybe set an intention for what you'd like to heal or what you'd like to hear from spirit. And if nothing, if you don't know where to begin, just say, just talk to me. I'm here. I'm listening to my team. Hi, team. What do you got for me? And just let the feelings and the thoughts randomly swim in and out of your head as you're looking around and notice like, oh, that's a dragonfly coming by. Oh, it's doing weird things and staring me in the face. Oh, there goes a truck with my name on it. What's that about? Like all the time you will see literal signs passing by in front of you 24/7. And it will make you more aware of how much communication you're getting on a regular basis with spirit. So when you are slowing down, your monkey mind will really start to slow down. And then your perspective will change. Your mindset will change. So yes, Sarah, your mindset will change everything around you. If you're in a fast-paced environment like I am here in LA, then it's very difficult when I have clients messaging me 24/7. I have to tell myself, okay, boundary, put your phone down, time to go meditate, or time to go watch a comedy on Netflix. To make sure that you make time for yourself to make your mind quiet. Then take all that worry, energy, release, whatever you got, put it in a God box, let it go. Let me get back to the meditation. Okay, so the waking meditation is a great way to start talking to spirit without feeling like you have to sit in lotus position and clear your mind and make it all go away, because even when you're sleeping, really, your brain's still going. It's never quiet. The purpose of meditation is to take those random thoughts that come through and realize that these are downloads from spirit, and just mental note it, like jot it down afterwards. I didn't know what this symbol meant. I don't know why I saw this, but I'm gonna notice it and I'm gonna write it down and pay attention to like what that means. Later, if you want more clarification, you can say, hey, I remember seeing an eagle in my meditation, or really quickly I thought of a penguin. Can you tell me what that means? And like get on Google, go search, penguin totem animal and see why they showed that to you. I can't sit here and teach you all the different ways that Spirit's talking to you. This is why I need the membership group up so I can teach you weekly on a regular basis. But the Meditation is a great way. So if you're just starting out, do a guided meditation. And it's okay if you fall asleep because it's going into your subconscious. And so you're still going to get it. Now, it doesn't help if you're sleeping, if you're doing like a past life regression where you're supposed to notice what you're seeing. So don't think too much. Don't try to force an answer. Just let the symbols speak and figure it out later. Figure it out in your dreams. Let it come to you later. Don't put pressure on how and when you're going to receive a message. Okay, so waking meditation. That's one way. Another way is a guided meditation, like I said, with Michael Seeley or Paul Santisi. Others methods. What else have I done? You guys have worked with me. What else have you seen me do or suggest to you? Journaling. How many of you have been suggested or seen in different forums or what have you, like write about it, journal about it, write about how you feel, and you're like, I've never written. I have 10 journals and I've never written one word. Maybe I put my name on the cover, right? So I'm going to give you a writing prompt, okay? So you have something to talk about. So go pick up that journal, and I want you to write about your journey right now. Write about where you're at, what your thoughts are, how angry you are. And if it makes it more specific, write a letter to your twin. Write a letter to your soulmate. Write a letter to your father you're angry at. Write a letter to your mom that you're butting heads with. But don't give it to them. Please don't give it to them. Because that first version of that letter is going to be fucking angry. You're going to start off kind of like, I would like some healing. You motherfuck it. No. And then once you're done, once you've written a few paragraphs, you're going to start to come back to your Zen, your spirituality, and you're going to be more like, I love you. Let's just work this out. Let's heal. How can we fix this? What do you need from me? And so, journaling and writing is a really great way to do something with that energy. If you can, or you feel guided to, rip it out of your journal, go throw it in your God box. Never look at it again. Let it go and trust that it's being healed, and you're going to start getting reflected back. Now, if you get triggered again after that, your mom says something crappy to you and you literally just wrote about your mom, that's an opportunity for you to fix your own healing and fix your trigger. So that's where you have to take some self-responsibility. You can't go scapegoating your whole life and blaming other people for how you feel because they upset you. Yes, they upset you. But what you do with that is your choice and your decision. How you move through that is who you are as a person. Why this is important to your relationship is if I'm pissed off at my twin and he apologizes, but he didn't apologize the way I wanted him to, that doesn't mean he didn't do his part. It means I didn't do my part. It means I didn't receive it the way it came. I was controlling the situation. So watch how much you're controlling. Don't be a controlling, stubborn, impatient biatch. It's so easy to do that, especially, I'm going to give you some credit here. You guys are really gifted. I've talked to some of you who haven't really started your work. You kind of know you're a medium, but like, you're truly gifted. Like, I'm talking to you via telepathy in your head while we're in our reading, and you're answering my question that I didn't ask you yet. And I just got off a reading right before I got on the Facebook Live, and that happened there. And it was really funny to see their reaction on like, oh, I didn't know I did it like that much. But yeah, I'm aware I'm a medium. So to have people around you kind of reflect it back at you, that you're saying things to them that they really needed to hear, but they didn't ask, then you're really doing a great job by speaking up and using your throat chakra and writing those letters and starting to share your teaching and your thoughts and what's going on with you on Facebook or what have you, because you're healing other people whether you know they're listening or not. So if it's just healing for you to go out there and put it out on Facebook land and say something positive, keep it spiritual, keep it a right perspective that's focused in healing. It only serves you for about 0.3 seconds to be angry and say something shitty about a situation, and then you got to do something about it. And it starts with your perspective and your attitude, right? Soon as you change your perspective and your attitude, not only will you heal the twin situation, you're also going to start your light worker business very easily before you're even ready, before you're even thinking about it. You're like, oh, but I'm not ready. I haven't put up like pricing or thought about what I would charge, or I don't even know how to work with somebody. Yet people are coming to talk to you and ask you, how can I work with you? Do you do sessions? Can I get a reading from you? Like, that's how you know that you're healing people, because they want more of your energy. They want to work with you. So give and give and give and share some of your fearful thoughts and share some of your heartache, because other people are going through it too at the same time you are. You're not alone. And so when you're sitting there thinking this by yourself, you're feeling isolated and angry, and you don't have to be, because there's so many other people out there that feel the exact same way in that exact same moment. So all of you right now that are separating and distancing from your twin, you're not alone. Laugh that shit off. I know it hurts and it's painful, and I'm right there with you, but I've been practiced in this situation enough that I'm having fun with it. I have the best telepathic communication with twin. Amazing. We laugh, we joke, we share love. We're not scratching each other's faces. I know he's healing. He knows that I've healed. And we're doing our work. We're doing it separately so that when we come together, the work is nicely defined, and then you can work together. Does that make sense? Otherwise, you start putting pressures on each other about, you didn't do this and I needed you to do that. And you don't understand my work or what I'm doing. But like when you fixed yourself and they've fixed themselves, and then you get together and it's better and you have a foundation, each of you individually, you know who you are as a person. You know when to stand up for yourself. You know when not to react. You know how to choose your battles, because not everything is worth fighting for. I mean, we only have so much energy. You can only deal with so much crap. And then when it's time to let it go, let it go. So choose what's important to you and what you really want to fight about. Because in the grand scheme of the universe, does spirit care if you expected them to act a certain way when they came home and they didn't, and now you're angry? Like, no. Do you still love them? Then love them fully and completely, because there's going to be plenty of shit that you're doing or not doing for your partner that they would like to have. And then by you not doing that, you're disappointing them. Didn't think about that, did ya? Yeah, so you think you're being the best person you possibly could be, but maybe they're not fully expressing what they desire from you, and you're not meeting their needs, and you don't even know. And they're angry and upset too, but they're not saying anything. The other half, here you are, you guys are listening and watching because you're empathic, you're beautiful, you like speaking. Hi, Daniela, love you. And when you do that, you're expecting them to act the same way. But they're not. They're in a different place. They're learning a different way. They have their own love language. The way that they show you they love you is different. Like for me, I wasn't very much in my divine feminine previously, which really upset my Piscean twin. He's all emotion. All he wants to hear is love and praise and fluttery hearts falling down from the sky. So when I would act and go into leadership mode and say, I love you by making sure you're eating a good, healthy diet. I love you by making sure that you're not hurt and we stopped you from bleeding. I want to make sure that you've honored your time and your boundaries and you've set a schedule in your coaching clients. Like, he didn't used to understand that that's how I showed love. And I didn't understand that by him telling me, you're working too much, calm down, relax, was him telling me, like, honor yourself. Love yourself, set some boundaries, release your energy, be a little more playful. I just saw it as him telling me, I don't want to work, so you shouldn't work, so I don't have to feel guilty. And I would give him so much crap about doing things that maybe really neither one of us should have been doing at that time, because we needed to just relax. There's times to dive into action and there's times to chill out and really just sit back and reassess who you are and what's going on with you. So if you're going to love somebody all the way, set a boundary for what you will and will not put up with, because you obviously don't take abuse, but don't abuse them either. Don't think that you can give them crap and call them names and talk shit to them and then they're not supposed to do the same, or God forbid they speak to a woman like that And meanwhile, you're like, you're a fucking asshole. Like, they don't deserve that either, right? So get all that language out. Oh, that's so funny. Synchronicity. Cat Magic. She writes twin language, and I said, get all that language out. So we needed to talk about how your language. And I'm telling you, the best language you could have with your twin is that energetic, telepathic connection. Not, I hate you for being separate and being with your wife and being with your karmic and not doing your work and moving away from me and all that. Let all that shit go. You're not helping. You want to help? You want to help them and you want to help yourself? Say, I understand we're both healing right now. I miss you so much. I picture me kissing your face even though I want to slap it at the same time. I am healing. I've healed. And I left a space for you. But I didn't leave a space for you to come back to me all crazy. I left the space for you to meet me with all the healing and the work that I've done too. So I'm willing to be here for you. The same way that you were there for me in the ways that made me happy. Or I wouldn't still be attached to you. I love those parts of you that have me loving you. I hate the parts of me that hung on to you too long because I was afraid to go separate and heal. I forgive myself for that. So forgive yourself for the idea of telling them to kick rocks or kicking them out of your life. It's okay. They'll still know you love them. They might doubt it the same way you're doubting whether they love you or if they're coming back. But if you really have a great communication with spirit, you've gotten an amazing reading, and you know damn well there's no doubt in your mind for at least that one moment that this is the one, it's happening, and all your dreams are coming true, then you will stay faithful. You will trust God and you will continue on the journey. And by all means, please reach out to the other human beings that get it, which is why I'm setting up this group because you don't have to do it alone. You really shouldn't. It's not fun for you. And it's a lot more fun to talk shit with somebody else who gets it, right? Pearl, are you just stepping in? My God, look at my ears are ringing. I don't think I have anything else to say because I've reiterated about separating, about being angry, about enjoying this distance right now. Right now, you're being called to be distant. Let it happen, please. So much healing is happening right now. And if you really force this person to stay with you, you're really going to fuck it up. Both of you are. Both of you are. You're trying to make it happen sooner than it's ready, and don't do that. Let it heal. Let it separate. Know that you can send so much more healing and love energetically and through your passive-aggressive Facebook posts and comments and things like that, because you know they're stalking you the same way that you're stalking them, right? Truth be told, y'all got busted here and there once in a while, so let it happen, all right? Okay, so I'm going to do a quick read for general for exactly what I'm talking about. Being angry with your twin, being in separation, feeling lonely, being afraid to do your light work or work. So I'm going to do one card of emotion. And then I'm actually feeling really generous right now. So any questions you have or a quick reading I can do for a couple of you, whatever my energy is called to. Throw it out there. Let me either answer you or tell you from spirit what they got. Okay. All right, here we go. Boom. I think this is backwards for you guys, but for you dyslexic, you're right on point. All you dyslexians, please tell them this is about grace. Is that a word, dyslexians? I think I just made a word. So dyslexians, you from the galaxy of dyslexia, grace, have flow. Go with the flow. Be graceful in your approach. Let God step in. Grace means that you're trusting God to take care of the situation, that you're trusting the universe to do what it needs to do, okay? All right. Okay. I'm going to go into... Let's grab the romance deck. Okay, I'm only going to do 3 cards. That's what I'm feeling pulled to. And then I want to answer a couple questions. So what I talked about today. Thank you, Spirit. You rock. I've been hearing you this whole time. You're fucking amazing. My angel's curse, by the way. All right. What did I say? What did I say? Release your ex. Let it go. Everyone, please separate happily. Happily. I'm going to nuke this image. Oh, let me do it this way. I'm going to replace it with a beautiful image of love. Release. Love. Don't look at that. Let it go. It doesn't have to hurt like that. Let it go. Release. Let it go. Let the healing happen. You guys have done your light worker work. Keep doing it through your separation. If you haven't separated yet, or you haven't loved yourself enough to let them go, like they're not treating you right, they're not texting you enough, they're not calling, they're not communicating, there's too much waiting for them to do this and kind of catch up to where you are, let it go. Go love yourself. Go dive into your light worker business. Let's get your business started. Come get a reading. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about your mission, your purpose, and what your first step is. I know a lot of you have gotten readings in the last 3 weeks from me, and you're starting to do your work. I've seen your posts. I've been sharing them. I'm really proud of you guys. Like Marsha Little, those paintings, if you scroll down a few posts, beautiful paintings. She's starting to speak her truth. She's already had some amazing synchronicities and healings. Follow through with your work if that's what I told you, okay? Second card, and mind you, I already put the other one back in the deck, so if it shows up again, that's spirit screaming at your ass. Just FYI. This is the next one I pulled. What do we got? It's worth waiting for. It's worth being in this time of separation. It's worth waiting for this to unfold the right way. Please let this occur, okay? Don't force it. Let it go. And if you haven't loved yourself enough to let the other person go, please say, I love you so-and-so, but I need time for me. I need to think about whether or not I still want this relationship. Let them think a little bit. And because really, in the end, some of you may not want this relationship. Some of you might want to go do something else, and you have free will to do that as you please. Okay, last one. Honeymoon time. Romance yourselves. Enjoy this space where you can telepathically connect with your twin and have it be pure and loving instead of angry and fighting and trying to make plans and forcing things to happen. Like, really take time and separate yourself. Love yourself. So I'm going to tell you what I do in my honeymoon phase. You wanted to know about healing yourself and, should we be meditating or whatever? Let me make it even more real and easier than that, okay? Here's what I want you to do. When you're fucked up, go get in the bathtub. If you don't have a bathtub, go rent one, go to your friend's house, go join a gym and get in the sauna or the jacuzzi or whatever you got to do, right? But like getting in water or letting the water run under the shower head and just letting that bless you. Say, thank you, Jesus, for clearing away all this anxiety and anxiousness and throwing it down the drain. Get in the bathtub, put some Dead Sea salts, throw in some rose petals, drop some rose oil or some lavender. Just really love yourself and enjoy that aromatherapy, the detoxification. You will be surprised how much more different you will feel. You will no longer feel like stabbing motherfucker. You will be more willing to do some healing and meditation. Because if I tell you right now in your anger that you just got rid of somebody, no, please go meditate, you're going to be like, fuck off, Crystal. I can't shut off my monkey mind. And what am I going to do now? You know what else works? I just started jujitsu. Go punch something. Go wrestle somebody. Go do something that's going to move that energy out of the way. Time to start kicking and stretching. Like, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha, poo. Right? Do that. Do what you got to do to get that energy out of you. And so go do yoga. Go move through your body. Do some Tai Chi. Do something. Exercise. A lot of people who have tried to start their business and tried to separate from their twin failed. Pay attention. Failed to start an exercise routine as simple as stretching. And what happens? You do not feel like doing a fucking thing. You don't want to talk. You don't want to do your work. You don't want to do any healing. You don't want to journal. You don't want to do shit because all this energy is stuck inside your little monkey brain, right? So let it go. Go stretch. Go do some dancing. Yes, Pearl, thank you. Go drop some party favorite music. Man, I've been rocking a Pitbull all week in the morning, eating my eggs and being like, fireball. Do 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 do. Whoop whoop. do, 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 whoop, whoop. Like dance, get it out, go freak out. Those of you that are freaking out on your abundance, I don't have enough money. I can't really start my business. I can't have any fun because I don't have cash. No, no, no. I'm giving you homework. Go look up Pitbull and, oh shit, what's the name of you're going to make me sing again. Somebody please find the name of this song and write it down in this channel, in this live here. Hop on your computer. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Go hop on your computer and look this up real quick. It's the one that goes, I knew my rent was gonna be late about a week ago. I worked my ass off and I just can't pay it all. But I got just enough to get off in this club. Have me a good time before my time is up. And let's get it on. Woo! I want the time of my life. I never claimed to be a singer. Don't hate. All right. That song. What is it called? Somebody go look it up. I knew my rent was going to be late about a week ago. Pitbull. Okay. Put the name down. I'm trusting you guys. Somebody look it up. Write it down. Okay. That song is the song that was suggested to me by Spirit through my twin when we were together, right? So I would wake up with this shitty attitude of I don't have enough and I can't get things going and I can't get my business off the ground and you're not helping. You're the problem, right? Oh my God, what was wrong with me? What was I thinking? And yet, all of you are in the exact same position right now, okay? So put that song on. This is your homework. I still don't see the listing. Somebody go find the song and write it down. I want to know what the name of that song is. Okay? So that song, listen to those lyrics. It's saying you tried. Your energy wasn't quite in the right place. You didn't make the cut. So your rent's going to be late or short. So what are you going to do in this space? Are you going to hate yourself and give yourself a hard time and cry yourself to sleep and wake up tomorrow fearful again? No. Take $100, head down to the club. Time of Our Lives. Thank you, Daniela. The name is Time of Our Lives by Pitbull. All of you that are having abundance issues, I want you to wake up every morning, put that song on and dance your ass off and really get the message. Get it. When you start having fun, the money will come in from miraculous places you didn't even expect. You won't even know where it came from. Shit's just going to fly into your mailbox, drop into your PayPal. Friends are going to be like, remember that shit I owed you? Stuff you didn't even remember or know was coming to you will show up. Please relax and have fun. If you're flat ass broke, make the most you can of that, right? Time of Our Lives by Pitbull every morning until you change your fucking attitude around money and blaming other people and scapegoating for how you feel, because no one else is responsible for your happiness but you. You. I will take a little bit of responsibility by being here and holding your gentle little hearts, massaging you, sending you kisses, boom, to your heart. Okay? So, all right. Question. Somebody asked me a question. I'm going to do a couple of quick readings and then I'm going to bail out. So what do you want to know? What y'all want to know? And if you can, try not to make it too like, when are we getting together or what's the timeline? Because you're completely ignoring what I just said. What I just said was, now's the time for separation. Spirit showed you. Release. Let it go. Release the X, right? So this is where the healing is occurring and you're trying to control it and Spirit doesn't want you to control it. Let it happen. All right. So if anybody has a question, ask now, or I'm going to jet out of here. Probably going to listen to some Pitbull. Stop torturing you with my musical stylings. All right. So I will give you a few seconds. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Do, 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 do. La, 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 la. Bop, ba-da, bop, bop. Bump, bump, boom, boom. And there we have a question. Rupa says, can I please ask what message does Spirit have for me about my twin? That is a nice general question. I will oblige you, Rupa, because it was a non-neurotic question. All right. I saw your question, Tiffany, about contact. I will get back to that in 1 second. Rupa, what do they want you to know? I'm feeling drawn here. I'm going to do 2 cards. You know what's funny is I only grabbed half the deck because I really felt the answer was already in that half. This is how I do readings. I know and trust that Spirit's going to deliver whatever needs and whatever I grab. Sometimes I just go like this. Boop. In fact, let's just make that happen. What did I get for Rupa? Oh, unrequited love. Okay, so right now you feel like they're not in the same page with you. They're not in the right place with you. What was this talk about? It was about letting them go. Let that happen. First thing, okay? Man, you can't make this stuff up. You guys saw that, right? I didn't make any of that happen magically. We didn't edit this. This is live. So this is how it works. Trust Spirit so much that you know it's going to come through, okay? All right, 2 more for Rupa. What do we got? Archangel Metatron. This is perfect for what I just said. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but in this image, and I don't want to put it too close to the camera so you guys don't get, what do you call it? Blurry or what have you. Do you see this back here? This is Metatron's cube. This is what is a fractal timeline energy shifter. So I'm gonna use an example. Let me grab my top over here, one of my workout tops. Sorry, you're just lucky you can't smell it, okay? This is the fabric of the universe. Do you see how this fabric moves? Okay, so over here is your twin, and over here is you. And if you please allow the separation and this healing to take place, this timeline does not go from one side to the other. Actually, this doesn't smell that bad. It's kind of sweet. It doesn't move like this, where you're like, one thing at a time, right? What it does is this. Boom. All of this bullshit, you don't have to go through. This sack, this scrotal sack of bullshit, get rid of it. Okay? You can take that space of healing and collapse the time frame and make it happen faster than it would have before. You are so used to thinking linear. I have to do this, and then this is going to happen, and then this is going to happen, and then this is going to happen. And it's going to be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, bing, bang, boom, a year is over, and now I'm with my twin. It's not how it works. You could literally have this in a couple months or earlier, days, hours, depending on your situation and how much healing you've done, by how much healing you've done. So don't think that you cannot collapse a time frame or make it happen faster. But your neurotic, crazy energy of forcing it to happen will definitely slow it down, okay? And one more for Rupa. Raphael, this is healing, commitment, driven, passionate connection, coming back together. We're making this happen. It's being swept off your feet. So Rupa, please trust the separation is going to make this person come running back at the exact right time, and they're going to honor, love, and respect you and sweep you off your feet. Let that happen. Okay, I'm going to go back for a second. I'm going to go back to Tiffany's question, which I believe was best to avoid contact. The answer is, for the most part, yes. And for almost all of you, I'm going to say definitely. The only people, you know what? Let me start by saying, don't fucking talk to them. Don't do it. If they say something to you, answer respectfully with love and then get out, back off. Because if you think at the first sight of them saying something sweet that you're going to go and have a date and all of a sudden you're going to be together and bing, bang, boom, yeah, that probably will happen. But you know what else is going to happen? You're going to separate again because you didn't heal. So make sure that your boundary is just far enough away that you are getting what you need from the situation. If you feel a nudge out of the blue, something hits you over the head and says, reach out to them right now. Follow through with it even if you're scared. Do it. That's Spirit telling you when to act. If you are reaching out to say, how are you? Are you seeing anybody? You know, are you ready to get back together? Blah, blah, blah. Please absolutely not. Do not contact them. Please. You will make so much trouble for yourself, you don't even know it. They're going to run like hell, and they're going to call you a bunch of shit on the way out. You're going to freak them out so bad. So the only way that you are allowed to contact this person is if you are sharing information about yourself. You're not expecting a response. You are not trying to get questions or answers out of them. And you are just being purely loving. Like you're putting a post out there for everyone and no one to say whatever they want when they're talking to you. That's it. You need to treat them like you're unattached. Like you're not begging. Because you're not desperate. You guys are beautiful. I've been talking to you, and you first of all, you're gorgeous. So many of you are super gorgeous, like model gorgeous. Like, I'm really ashamed at what I got going on here, because you guys are really fabulous. Love yourself that much that you know that it's worth waiting for, that they're going to come running back. How dare they even think about letting you go? Okay? So the rule is, if you're expecting something in return, you're desperately waiting for an answer, or you want to hear something that you want to hear, do not reach out. No. Chop yourself off at your neck so that nothing leaves your throat chakra. Okay? All right, what else? Oh, Kat. Thank you, Kat, for specifying. When it says the X, release the X, because they didn't have a twin card in that particular deck, yes, that means the X. All right? So don't, this is why it's important to start to learn your own intuition, because you can't take a card for surface. You need to read into what they're really trying to tell you and what the situation means. So when Spirit brought that release the X, that means let go of the situation that you were in, whatever that is, whether you were dating or not, the person that you have your energy attached to, let them go so that healing can occur. So yes, they're talking about twin, because that's what we're talking about, right? Okay. Anybody else? Let me see. Paula, is my twins... Oh, I poked you in the wrong place. Oh, my bad. Is my twins healing, progressing? Has he felt and benefited from the healing I have sent to him through meditations? Okay. Let's do... what's calling me here? Let's go here. I love this deck. This is Carolyn Mace Archetypes, and it's really great for pulling out personalities or like what's going on in your energy at the time. I'm feeling 2 cards for Paula's twin regarding healing and progressing and how is her meditation working, okay? So this one's jumping out at me. It's like a fish out of water already. What do we got? Oh, storyteller. So Paula, I don't know if you've been sharing things on Facebook that he's reading and understanding. It seems like you might be getting some progress if you're sharing stories or you're sharing posts that you think he might be looking at. That's working for you. I'm going to grab another one. Seeker. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So yes, they're getting your message and they're feeling the truth of the situation. So I feel like maybe before you were wondering if perhaps they were, if they knew what the situation was, if they're in it as much as you are, that they get that you're twins, and do they trust it? Are they going to move forward? And the answer is yes. They're also seeking the healing and the answers as well. So this is working. You're doing a great job. I'm very proud of you. And one for you, Paula. How about you and what you're doing? Oh, I love it. Magical child. You're so beautiful. Look at that. Spirit's like, you're doing a great job, Magical Paula. I'm so proud of you. You really did a great job. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, what else we got going on? Come down. Let's see. Oh, thank you for saying how beautiful this group is. I love you. Let's see. Oh, you guys are so cute. I love you. Pearl, what is he feeling about you? Okay. Thank you, Paula. Thank you for sharing. I love it. All right, Pearl, what is he feeling about you? Let's do this. What does he feel about you? Let's go. I'm grabbing one card from each of these. So we're going to grab an emotion from Mary and a personality from the Carolyn Mace. I don't know how she says mace when it's spelled M-Y-S-S. That makes me crazy. It must be some other language that it comes from, right? Now I'm going to have to research it. And oh my God, I'm going to be on Google again. I think I'm so glad I signed up for Bing points so I get points for searching, because I am eternally researching everything. And at least I get points for it, and I get free dollars for Amazon. So I buy fun stuff on Amazon, like my Dead Sea salts for my bathtub, right? Okay, here we go. Pearl. Patience. Spirit says patience. So this means they're wanting you to have patience. Your partner wants you to have patience with the situation. This isn't just Spirit in the message I gave today. This is your partner saying, please bear with me. Please be here for me. Please hang on. Okay. Does that resonate with you? Do you understand that? Has he kind of been like, hold on a minute? Okay. And then one more. Good. I'm glad. Fantastic. Yes. So please honor that. Please let him breathe for a second. He's healing. You got the message. Please let it come through. One more for Pearl. All right. I don't remember if we talked about this in your reading. I've done too many readings the last 3 weeks. I'm sorry. Midas, miser. This is about you knowing that you have the Midas touch, that you can do whatever you need to do to get in there and make stuff happen. So based on this is about the entrepreneurial spirit and trusting that everything you touch turns to gold, so that you can follow through and trust that if you start your business or you do your work, that you're going to be abundant, that you're going to be taken care of, that it's going to come and it's going to take care of you. So do your work. You're still here, so tell me. All right, good. That resonates. You understand it. Do your work, follow through, let him take his time, be patient with that. In the meantime, it's going to help you to be focused on your light worker path, so that you're not just sitting around wondering what he's doing all the time. You're actually going to be sitting around healing hearts and your own and making some damn good money while you're doing it. So let the universe bring that abundance to you and let the healing happen naturally. You've done your part and you're continuing to do so. So do it in a bigger way. Take it live. Go large. Okay. All right. Anything and anybody else? I'm going to go through here. What did Kat say? Kat said, I learned that twin is the most important thing. All else are lessons or petty shit. Let it go and enjoy being with the twin. I cannot tell you how important this is. Like, it's not worth all the things that you're fighting for and arguing about. Like, really? It's not. Think about if you had to choose to fight about that one thing or never have them in your life ever again, God's going to take them away. Would you let it go? Probably. It's just your ego that says they're still here right now. They're still alive. They're still in my energy. So I'm going to give them shit for it. It's not worth it. It's exhausting. It doesn't help. It's not healing. Just communicate. Communicate your feelings and ask for what you need. And, if somebody meets you there, then fantastic. And if they don't, then you can make yourself happy. Heal yourself. Okay? All right. Let's see what else we got. Daniela, any guidance from Jesus on my journey? Okay. All right. I'm actually not going to go to the Jesus deck immediately, but I will grab one at the end. What I am going to do is ask Jesus to come through another deck. And I want to start with Mary because I want to speak to your emotions. And then I'm going to go into something else. Blessings. Daniela, stay present. Be here right now and enjoy all the blessings that have been given to you. Those are a springboard for you to build a foundation that you're seeking. You can do this. You can do this and resources will be brought to you, but stay consistent. This morning, the message from Spirit to me was about consistency. Everyone I'm talking to is getting the message of being consistent. If you have a blog on a schedule, keep doing it. If you are talking on Facebook, talk regularly, keep doing it. This is me being consistent, coming here and talking to you guys again, because I feel like a dickhole for not talking to you guys when you really need this. I'm sitting here healed, happy, foundational, doing my thing. If I'm off, I fix it. And I need to share that with you guys. It's important. This is what I said I was going to do. This is what I told God. We made a deal, right? Okay. So we're going to go to Mary, the counterpart for Jesus, and ask one more. Are you joking? Okay, I'm going to shuffle again because blessings came up again. And I just want to point out that I may have inadvertently grabbed the top card. But we're just going to shuffle one more time. And, okay, something just fell out. What do we got? Boundaries. Set some boundaries for yourself. Tell people what you will and will not do. Don't overextend your energy and do things you shouldn't be doing because people think you're not doing enough. If they think that you have all the time in the world and you're just going to be their bitch or whatever it is, like, set a time for yourself. Make your light worker work your job. Set a boundary and say, I'm sorry, I'm working right now. I'm trying to build a life for me and my kids and my future man, and I want this to happen. Boundaries. If you're in a relationship right now, do not let them overstep your boundaries. This is about you getting some self-love. If you need to separate, separate, but do what you need to do to keep your integrity and not change who you are everywhere you go with different people. Be in alignment with yourself. One more time. What do we got? You're watched over. Spirit's with you. Okay? Know that they're with you. Already know that. I know you know that. And I said I was going to do one Jesus for you. I'm going to do one Jesus. Like it's a thing. I'm going to do me a little Jesus real quick. Okay. 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 All right, here we come. One more. Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. What do we got for Daniela? Your heavenly Father knoweth that you need all of these things. Matthew 6:32. And look at this. Oh my God, is that a little redhead girl? Aren't you a redhead? Look at that. So Jesus is with you. He knows that you want things. You're ready to move and get your foundation together. So set a boundary and start doing what you know you need to do, and everything will start falling into place for you, okay? You got this. Fist bump. Okay, let's see. Moving through. Hope that helps you, Daniela. You're welcome. Okay. And, oh, Daniela, lovely synchronicity. Here you are asking for a reading and the TV just said crystal. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Woo! That's how it works, man. That's how it works. I can't tell you how many times I'm doing readings or other people are doing readings just for themselves and my name comes up. They're like, go talk to Crystal, 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 Crystal. Right? Because I'm just the channel. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of giving what Spirit has shown me to do and what they tell me to do on a regular basis. I'm being humble. Like, I do know what I'm doing now. I've spent 10 years practicing knowing what to do. So I'm finally here. Thank you, God. All right? Okay, one last shot. Anyone else? Last chance for a reading, and then I'm going to get out. Going once, going twice. I'm going to take one more. Whoever gets in first. Okay? Don't be shy. Take advantage before I go enjoy myself. Because I'm still in birthday energy. I'm still celebrating until Saturday. I've been getting presents for 3 weeks. My daddy loves me. And Beth, anything in particular, or you just want to keep it open? Sounds like you're open, Beth. So since I have Jesus in my hand, let's work with Jesus, okay? The wind does blow you in my direction. It totally does. I can't tell you how many times I've talked to you guys, and you're like, look at that. That's my dogs. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. That's my dogs getting crazy because they're dogs. So that's also Spirit telling me to wrap it up. So I got the energy right. Last reading. Okay. All right. One Jesus card for Beth. Oh, woman. Are we ready? Get ready. Open your heart. Open your heart and your mind. Here we go. Forgive, and all shall be forgiven. Look at this. Look at this picture. It's so deep. Notice she's wearing red. This is very grounding. It's very foundational, okay? Forgive, and you shall be forgiven. This goes back to my first point. The very first thing I said when I got on this live, I don't know how long it's been now, is I said, this partnership is even. You are not better than anyone else. I don't care if your twin is unconscious, not awakened, angry, in jail, doing shitty things. It doesn't matter. You are not better than they are. Okay? Your energy is not like more miraculous, and we're all God's children. And so get your ego back in check, and just everyone's learning at different times. Okay? So forgive, Beth, forgive. All right. And Pearl, thank you for your exuberant birthday wishes. You guys are so cute. Okay, and I saw you, Kay, Amy K. Amy, okay? That's my, my South Park reference, okay? All right, Amy, I'm going to let you sneak in since I don't think I've spoken to you. So let's give Amy a little kickstart. And like I said, I'm going to put a link at the top of this video when I'm done. After it's all uploaded, it should take a minute or two. I'm going to put the links for you guys to go download a free Angel Guide booklet. So if you want to hop over to my Comfy Soul page, you can get a free Angels in Your Pocket guidebook. And that's on comfysoul.com. And if you want to book a reading, you can go to comfysoul.com/intuitive-or-readings with an S. Okay. And I'll put the links in there. And if any of you have the links handy, by all means, please share them. But I'll update it after the live is over. Okay. So Amy, one last one for you. Spirit is asking you to be in your integrity. So what does this mean? This means that you show up the same way everywhere you go. You stand up for who you are. You don't put on a different mask to walk into work or to deal with your boyfriend or to deal with your mom. You be the same person everywhere you go and trust that the universe and the world around you will learn how to treat you, how to honor you, and you can safely speak up from your own mind and throat chakra and honor who you are and let everyone else conform around you. You be you, okay? Number 1, be yourself. Don't try to please anybody. Number 2, you know you're safe. You have a connection. Spirit does give you messages. Trust your third eye. Trust that notion that you're getting, okay? You are intuitive and you know what they're telling you, right? I'm going to keep going until I feel no, because you're new and they're on fire with you. They're asking me to pull a power animal. So we're going to grab an animal and see who your spirit guide is right now and what they have to say to you. I feel like this is going to be about you standing up for yourself, having confidence. I just saw a picture of like a beaver in my head. So this is about you building a foundation and building, I feel like, a life. And more importantly, like a coaching or counseling practice. I feel like you're building it with your own 2 teeth. You're like, and it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's worth it, okay? All right, so I'm going to grab one. I don't even know if there's a beaver in here. I hardly use these. Oh, it's a monkey. Ingenuity. So here I said building something. This is about you being really creative in how you adapt to a situation. So when something comes up, you're not stuck. You're going to get the guidance, check into your third chakra, slow down, get a meditation, and get the next step and start moving in the right direction, okay? Be creative and adapt to the situations as they come. When change comes, everybody freaks out and they get scared and they don't know what to do, but I want you to be knowing that this is the answer that you're looking for, that the change that is there, even though you don't know what's on the other end of it maybe, is still a necessary part to give you what it is that you're asking for. You have to have change. You got to let something go in order to get something else. Like you can't pick up a handful of rocks and then try to go pick up, a bag full of rice without letting go of these rocks, right? I don't know why I said rocks and rice, but maybe because they both started with R and I like alliteration. Maybe because I'm Latina and I like to go rrr, rrr. Oh my God, I've probably horrified you guys by now. I'm so sorry. Right, Kat? I really like this statement that you just said. We don't remember most of the things that we argued about. That is so true. You don't remember most of those things you were so livid about. When you're in separation, all you want is to love that person. So try to do it when you can or in this separation space, okay? All right. Okay, Amy K. Okay. Did you get it? Are you good? Does this resonate? Does this make sense to you? Did you understand? I'm feeling one more closing statement for you. Okay. Amy. All right. Here's our closer for Amy. Let it go. Oh, I just had the song pop into my head. You know that song that says, Here I am singing again. I'm so sorry. Right? So go and let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Which goes back to integrity. Everything that's broke will bring you to your knees. So come on, let it go. Just let it be. Stay in your integrity. Look at that. Let it be integrity. You got this. So, all right, I'm out. That's it. I'm ready to move on with my day. I'm probably going to go hop in the tub. You know what? I might go to the sauna. I'm going to go to the gym, hop in the sauna, release, chop all the cords. And while you're here, let's do a cord cutting before I go, okay? So you guys can kind of let some of this energy go. Okay, so I'm going to call on and ask Archangel Michael to please come into our space and cut the cords of energy that we have tied to. I'm going to back this up so you guys can see me. And we're going to do a little exercise, actually, okay? Let me shift you in my direction. In my direction. Let me see if I put you back far enough. All right. Can you see me now? You can see me. Okay, good. All right. Uh-oh. I dropped you. So sorry. Hold on. Hold on. My bad. Maybe I was, what's the word I'm looking for? Overachieving. Such an overachiever. Always going above and beyond, right? Okay. I'm going to put you back on your pedestal. That was me knocking you off your damn pedestal. Or knocking me off my soapbox. One or the other, right? Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to tune you down a little bit. Yes, no more cords. Cut the cords. We're going to cut the cords, and I'm going to teach you a little something to release some anger, okay? All right. First of all, a little bit of anger release, okay? So here's the first thing we're going to do. When you're so frustrated and you want to choke a bitch, okay? And you're just like, want to get out of your skin and you're freaking out. You don't know what to do. Oh, look at that. You have something to say, Miss Ginger? You want to release cords too? Come here, Mama. Come here. Come here, Miss Ginger. You're going to meet my doggy right now. Come here. Come here. This is Ginger. She would like to cut cords with us. Huh, Mama? Yeah, Miss Ginger. Okay. Are we done talking now? Can I continue talking? Thanks. Okay. All right. So when you want to cut cords, oh, look, I can see my booty in the mirror. Whoop, whoop. My dog thinks that's funny. All right. So when you're angry, you're livid. And this is great for right before you do a job interview or any time when you're anxious and you got all this, you got this Rocky Balboa, dun, 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 energy going on. Okay. This is what I want you to do. You might have to do this in your car so your neighbors or other people don't think you're crazy. But I want you to like take a deep breath, and it's going to get loud right now. I'm about to scream, okay? Take a deep breath and let out from your gut, right? From your gut, from this, from the depths of the universe, go. And just drop it. Throw your arms down and let it go. Until you start feeling less and less of the, and all of a sudden you're like, and you're done. Just let it go, okay? And that's if you haven't taken up jujitsu like I have, right? But just really like pull it out and get all that anxiety out and just deep. I want to hear you get deep. I want to hear your man voice go until you're done, okay? Now I'm going to stop yelling at you. And I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to please come and cut the cords of energy that we have tied to people, places, and things that are no longer serving us. Cut them from the front, cut them from the back. If you've got back pain, this is probably where your cords are fucking you over. So cut the cords of energy that you have tied to other people and things. Now, this does not mean that the cords of love go away. Do not be afraid to cut off your twin, to cut off your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your grandma. It only means you're detaching from the drama and you're leaving the cord of love remaining attached, okay? So, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now and I ask you to please cut the cords of energy that I have attached to me or anyone else that is listening or catching this video live, or anyone else that we care about, let's help cut their cords on their behalf. So all of you, please set the intention. Cut your cords. Thank you, Michael, for cutting the cords of energy we have attached to ourselves and other people, for situations, places, and things that are no longer serving us. Please surround us and shield us in the divine white light and the protective energy of God. Thank you, and so it is. Namaste, mofos. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for checking in, and please share this with anybody who's having issues. Don't let them hang. You know, if you have a favorite part, please share it. And like I